All right, guys, here we are in my toy studio, and we are taking a much closer look at the Canto Bight police speeder. And if you're familiar at all with any of the promotional material that has come out for The Last Jedi, you know that Canto Bight is I guess, would be a place where wealthy people play, and there's going to be some sort of scene in a big casino there with a chase scene, and I'm assuming that these police vehicles are going to be involved somehow. And so what you have here is it almost looks like a miniature TIE fighter without the outer shell. So you have these big wings, and on the box, when it shows it as a police vehicle, these are like the lights on the police car. Right here, what you're seeing, these red things. And I'm going to go ahead and pull my camera back a little bit. We're a little too close. Okay, and so if you look at it a little closer, underneath here you'll see these are actually two little missile launchers. And you have these fins in the middle, not Finn the character, but like plain fins that rotate. And the main wing mechanism here, it rotates a little bit as well, and I'm not sure if it's supposed to do that or it's just a little loose, but that's what you have here. And then the pilot, or the Canto Bight police officer, is sitting in the cockpit. I know he's a little hard to see. There's a thing that flips up, and I'll show you how that works in a second. But here's the fins I'm talking about. They're these little rotating parts that almost look like propellers, and they rotate on the plane all the way around. So that's kind of cool. But so if you look a little bit close here, you'll see the pilot's in the cockpit. And there's two little handles here he's holding on to, or he's supposed to. It was kind of difficult to get the figure to actually hold on to him. And when you pick it up, you'll see there's this part in the middle that's like between his legs. And that swings down, so that's how he gets in and out. And when he's in it, it's supposed to be in the up position here. And you can see there's a little blaster cannon, a double barrel blaster cannon here that rotates. And so what you do when you're ready to get the figure out is this whole mechanism swings down like that. And if you look, you can see there's a little computer display on the... It's a little too dark. I don't have the light set up right. But there's a little computer display that looks like a monitor with a radar screen right there. Okay, and so when that's down, that's when he gets out. And he lets go of the controls. And so here's what the Canto Bight police officer looks like up close. And one problem, I'm not totally sure if I have a totally defective figure or what, but one of the problems you'll have, or I've had with this thing so far, is you have these joysticks that he's supposed to hold on to control the vehicle. And they're pretty big for his hands. And so one of his hands I've gotten to go on there, but the other one, it's like the fingers are squished and I can't get him to grab it right. But at the same time, he has a little tiny blaster pistol. You'll see it right here. And what he does is he needs to have a hand to hold the blaster pistol because it has a very tiny little handle. So that's what he looks like, and he does have a usable holster. It's right here. So that's very cool. And you put the gun right in the holster. But real quick, let's show you what the gun looks like. It almost looks like something Padme used to use in the prequels. So, you know Padme? But there you can see the figure, and I gotta say, if you look at his helmet, it reminds me of the Shredder from the Ninja Turtles cartoon and comics. It's very Master Shredder. But anyway, there he is, and he does not have any head movement. He has arm movements at the shoulders because he's got to control the vehicle. And then, of course, he has to sit down in the vehicle, but he really kind of almost stands in it. So he does have hip movement. But that is what he looks like. And real quick, just show you what the vehicle looks like without him in it. So here's the control sticks right there. And then these are little foot pedals that he kind of almost stands on them, but you can see they move. And then this is the seat, obviously. And then underneath, these are little blaster cannons that shoot missiles. And you push these little buttons right here and they will shoot. So here we go. Boom. And boom. And so that's how those work. Very simple, very easy. And just real quick, I'll show you the spin the backing. It looks like what you have here is some thrusters that make the ship go. And that's pretty much it. Let's see if we can get this guy back in here. Now, like I said, one of his hands does not want to grip this control stick. So we're going to do our best to get it in there. So all right. So he's got one of them, and we'll just kind of put the other hand up there. And so I thought he had it. All right, there we go. It's in his hand, and he's in the seat. And so what you want to do then is bring the foot pegs up to hold him into position. And then finally, the last part, you take this little thing here, and it kind of has to go between his legs. And it's a little bit tricky, but there you go. And then once again, that clears the way for these cannons right here. These little mini cannons on the bottom. And there you go. There is your Canto Bight police speeder from The Last Jedi. And just real quick, take one last look at it. And we're out of here. Thanks for watching, guys. I appreciate it. Bye.